Hello and welcome to another episode of Chris and Sam Fishing. It's a very short session today. What I'm doing is I'm going to see if I can get a winter chub. It's really cold. All the canals frozen over. All lakes frozen over. The only thing that isn't is a river. There's plenty of frost about. It seems to have died off around here though. Made the ground nice and solid though, so at least I'm not slipping in and getting myself sludgy. I'll quickly show you my rig. Moved it. There it is. Now, because I'm trying to get a chub, I don't want to size down my hook too much because they've got quite big bony mouths, and if you use like a size 20 or a small size 18, sometimes it can throw the hook quite easily. So I've gone for a size 12. An animal, tend to use them on the river because even though chub aren't the most hard fighting fish, you will get barbel if you're fishing for chub. They pretty much go hand in hand. So if I was to get a barbel today, then that hook should be strong enough. Fishing 6 pound mainline straight through. In my last barbel diaries, that's what I was fishing, 6 pound line, and I managed to land, I can't remember how many I had now, I think it was 4 or 5 barbel on that line. So I've got a nice soft rod to complement that. Fishing a very small black cap maggot feeder, and hopefully this should do the business today. The water's got a little bit of colour in it, and normally that's the best time for some chubbing. I mean, I would have normally gone for bread flake, but seeing as the weather's got really that cold, I think maybe they'll be on the finer baits, so we'll go for maggots and see if we can catch anything. Right, I'll put some on, put some in the feed, and we'll see if we can get one. So what you're going to be looking out for this time of the year is overhanging trees, and especially overhanging trees that have deep water in front of them. This is where it's basically you look for the swims that are generally good in summertime tend to be just as good in the wintertime for fish. This is where you'll want to go to find the fish. Your catch rate won't be as high and the fish won't be feeding as prolifically, but this is more than likely where they're going to be. I'd avoid your shallow swims, like your general shallow trotting swims that I know a lot of stick folk fishermen like in the summertime, which tend to be shallow bars of gravel, which tend to get lots of roach and chub sitting on in summertime. They won't be there this time of the year. Because the river is quite quick, there's obviously a lot of movement on the rod tip, and because we've had quite a bit of rain recently, there's the odd particle coming down. I mean, there's broken bits of weed which has died off because it's winter time. Things that people have generally thrown in, which is quite a common thing to come down. So what you will get is a lot of movement on the tip, lots of odd flicks and taps. I mean, if you was feeder fishing for roach or smaller species, then that'd be a problem, because what you're looking for is little rattles with roach and dace and things like that, and perch. But seeing as though I am after chub and I'm fishing a bigger hook, I should be avoiding the smaller fish. So therefore all them small odd little taps in that I'm getting should just be debris. And what I'm actually waiting for is it to be really harsh, really solid taps. And that's when I'll strike, and potentially it was more than likely going to be a chub or barbel. Sometimes, if you're lucky, a barbel will just wrap your rod straight round and almost pull it out your arm. But, hopefully, chub will show. There we are, lovely winter chub. Absolutely freezing my fingers off. I mean, it's probably a fish of around the 3 pound mark, but it's lovely winter colours. It's got a nice silvery colour. That's because the water's got a bit coloured up. But what a beautiful fish. Let's put him back. Right, so I've come to the end of my short session now. It's only been about probably just touching 2 hours. Not the longest session in the world. If I was doing an all-day session, I'd hop between swims regularly, especially this time of the year. What I've done is I've gone in 3 swims. The very first swim, I was in it a very short amount of time, not even half an hour. It just wasn't speaking to me. Still very weedy. I was looking at a lot of weed when I was casting out, and the bits with no weed, it was too shallow. So I moved to another swim. I had that lovely chub, probably about £3. After that, I was struggling to get a bite. The water was charging through that swim. I figured that the fish maybe were not wanting to brave just that faster flowing water at this time of the year. But I did manage that chub. I've gone further down to a swim that I've actually never ever fished before. I thought I'd give it a go. After casting out to it, I've quickly realised that it's only about 1.5 to 2 foot deep, which this time of the year you're going to really struggle. I'm not had a knock, which is understandable. So it's time to go home now. What I'll do is, I don't know if there's a smudge anywhere. What I'll do next time is try and get a longer session, a full day. That way, instead of trying 2 or 3 swims for a short amount of time, what I'll do is, if I can have a full day, maybe I'm talking 5 hours, 6 hours, normal long winter day, I'll maybe have 4 or 5 swims, which I'll spend an hour in each swim to get the most out of it before I move on to the next one. But yeah, it's not been bad. Had a chub, and I'll see you guys later. Hopefully get some more videos out soon. Been doing loads and loads of spinning with Dom. Pike are coming thick and fast for us at the minute. Having some very successful sessions. The only problem is we're not really filming them. It's just roving sessions, finding out new swims, new areas to fish, and we've been having a lot of luck with it. So now that we've found a few areas where we can do a bit of spinning, a bit of pike fishing, and get plenty of fish out, maybe we can start doing a bit of filming. So anyway, I'll see you guys later.